What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to me too, because it's been like 5 days that I'm out of town. Actually went to my hometown to do some paper stuff, documents, and I took care of my sister's paper and all that, and it took quite some time. So yeah, here I am. And by the way, if you are new to the channel, my name is Leonard and I am currently vlogging my combat sport journey, and currently I am at my Kyokushin karate trainings. And if you love combat sport or martial arts, or maybe you love both, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and comment down below as well your favorite fighting style or martial arts, or maybe you have a fighting style that you are already working on, like you are practicing already. Let me know in the comments down below as well. And maybe if you have a fighting style that's quite unique, that you think not a lot of people knows about it, you could also introduce it in the comments down below. Why is my voice like this? Anyway, I am doing it like I am looking at the camera lens and not on the screen, because, well, I think I am doing better when I'm not looking at myself. I'm not getting distracted, all that stuff. Anyway guys, today is Monday and it's only like around 10 a.m. in the morning. It's quite early, and I look after the business yesterday, and also yesterday is the only day that I was able to come back home from out of town. So yeah, and today actually there's no Kyokushin karate training. It's just I'm only gonna be doing some self-training. It just got darker. It's because of the sun. There's like clouds. It got cloudy suddenly. And yeah, I'm only gonna be doing some self-training, and maybe later I will be going to my sensei's place to do some bagging, punching bags. But I don't know, because maybe I'll just stay here, because he also gave me some assignment on what can I do for my self-training when there's no like training. But one of the reasons why I don't go to my sensei's place is he's kind of a talkative guy, and sometimes instead of me doing some bags, since we have no karate sessions, he just instead talks to me and talk a lot about some story that has nothing to do with Kyokushin karate and fighting and all that stuff. And then I just want to train, I want to train. I'm in my age where I want to prove something, But anyway, it's alright. I'm just adjusting to it. That's also one of the reasons why I don't go to the dojo on like early, is because of that, and I just choose to self-train instead. But yeah, I feel like it's been 5 days and I feel like I might have gotten rusty. I'm not that good, but that certain level of goodness has become rusty, So I have to really go back. Maybe I'll do some shadow boxing. I'll practice my techniques, and I'm also gonna be practicing my kicks. I'll be doing the self-training that my sensei gave me. I'll film some of it, but not all of it. And yeah, I'm gonna give you guys update, and I'll see you guys in a minute. I just removed the the auto brightness, the lock brightness. That's why it got suddenly bright for a second there. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about my, hold on a second, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about my training today, my self-training. And actually I think I have received an enlightenment of some sort, or maybe some sort of improvement. It's not just something that, you know, you think you're improving. I felt it in my body. And you know, when you know that you have something that you know you can't do, you were able to like suddenly do it all of a sudden. And because of the training, I guess. And yeah, I think I've unlocked something in my body, like some sort of movement. And I've unlocked a new level of speed. Maybe not that fast of a speed, but an improvement on speed nonetheless, you know. And I want to talk about it because, hold on a second. Yeah, it's already 5 p.m. and we're gonna need to water the plants. I took a 5-day, I did not intentionally took it, but having a 5-day break, kind of more like, it kind of like more of a something that you are doing, a different thing that you are doing, rather apart from the Kyokushin thing, the training part, you know. And unintentionally, I got a 5-day break, and it's that 5-day break as well gave me a lot of resting and a lot of like fucking comfort as well. And I think after that 5, and I really thought at first that before I train, I felt no, it's just I assumed that I would get rusty because it's been like 5 days. But actually, when I started doing the drills that I used to do, I felt something, and it really felt like I have improved a little. I don't really want to say improved so much, but I think like I can feel that I am improving day by day. But the way that I am improved after 5 days of like 5-day break, I felt like I improved a lot compared to the improvement that I am having on my, you know, day-to-day routine of self-training and Kyokushin karate thing. And here's another thing. I felt like I have more like knowledge in here, like more common sense in fighting itself. Like I felt like I had more like realization of what should be done, and was also able to remove some unnecessary movement whenever I do things. And I really want to give you an example because this is, well, we're still new to the, you know, this vlogging, and there's still gonna be like a lot of uploads before we get to level of, you know, we fight on a big stage. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about the one of the improvement that I have felt, because I felt I've improved a lot on speed. I felt that my body became more loose. I felt that my non-dominant stance became much better. I got better balanced, and I was able to relax my legs and my whole body a little bit more, leading to more speed, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm also was able to know the difference between my kicks. Like, if I'm doing something slow and a little bit imbalanced, I now know that, oh shit, this kick just got me imbalanced, or this kick is a little bit slower. And it's not even, you couldn't even call it like I'm loose because of the warm-ups. I didn't even warm up. Like, right off the bat when I started my self-training, like, I did stretch usually. And usually, yeah, is what I'm trying to say is, every time I stretch, it doesn't really do much except just unlock the high kick, and that's it pretty much about it. And it's not painful as how I do it without stretching. And so we couldn't even say that that's because we stretched. We couldn't even say that that's because of the warm-up and I got warmed up and became suddenly loose, that I was able to feel like I'm doing it naturally. No. Like, right off the bat, I did that and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I have improved. I have improved. Like, first thing that I've noticed in my non-dominant stance is I did a high kick, and usually it's painful and it's like really hard to like fucking flick, and I feel like I have to like do it more rounds, like 6 more rounds before I get the balance. But now I was able to do it and kick as if I was using my left. It's not that fast, but I've unlocked the balance of my non-dominant kick. And yeah, I think it's just crazy. And also, one thing that I wanted to share especially is how, like, I was trying to figure out how am I gonna improve my speed. And I think I have improved my speed. It's just not that fast compared to the, highly trained professionals. But the thing is, I have noticed that I am doing something that makes my kick slower. And that extra movement, when I removed it, I adjusted it a little by little. I still haven't like mastered not including that unnecessary movement, because it's a habit, and maybe like out of 10 kicks, and I was like able to like do it 4 times. I was able to like do 4 times where I kick with that certain like gesture where that would like hold back my speed. But at least now I know exactly what it is, and I want to say it in this video because I just want to be sure that I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting it. So whenever I step in and do this jab thing, I tend to like, instead of me flowing to do a high kick, like, let me show you. For example, this is my kick and this is my step. If I step like that, of course I need to like flow like that. I need to like lean and try to make my lead leg more pivot and be more stable before I do the kick. So basically, once I stepped in, let's just not include the discussion about the making my lead foot pivot and making it stable, because that's already second nature. So yeah, I step in and then I follow up with this, right? I step in, I do a high kick, step in, high kick. So the flow is like this, like fluid, like there's a like quick, I can't even explain, like a quick rotation. But the thing that I've noticed that has been holding me back for a lot of time now, and I only noticed it today, and it's crazy that I noticed it right away, is whenever I step, instead of following up like that, like going with the flow of my kick, what I do is I step in, and instead of me leaning like this on my lead foot, instead of me leaning, I tend to put my center of gravity in the middle again, and then I'm gonna perform the kick. So I step in, but instead of just try to make my kick flow as my body lean to the lead foot like this, I tend to step in, and then as I lean, I step in and then I lean like that. I step in and then I put my like for a millisecond, I put my center of gravity back to the center. Like for example, the mistake that I've been doing is like this. I step in and then put it back and then go for the kick. That held me back, and to like make my kicks delayed, instead of just step in and then kick, step in, flow, and kick, step in, flow, kick. So what I've been doing before, I want to repeat it so that I would not like forget it, so that whenever I watch this video, and also other people could also like take lessons for it, or maybe you already know about this, is that the mistake that I am doing is step in and then try to stand up and put my center of gravity here, and then perform the kick, and then I fucking rotate like this instead of this, and some people might say, well, if you're leaning on your lead foot, well, that's the most effective kick, because even if you get hit by another kick and you get hit in the face like that, or maybe you would be able to block it, or maybe not block it, they won't be able to knock you out, because it is a kick that you see coming. It's like your eyes is on that direction where there's a feet or maybe a punch, so you are seeing it. Because a knockout, you won't get knocked out. Maybe you would get hit, but you won't get knocked out. So, and that's a lot of people doesn't really understand. So what I should be doing, which is something that I practiced earlier, is that I step and then flowed directly, instead of I step and go back and then kick. Like I do this millisecond, like I step and then boom, millisecond. I do it millisecond, and I was able to kick faster, but I got more faster when I flowed like that, and it's awesome. Yeah, anyway guys, it's already 15 minutes in, and I think I will wrap up today's self-training, because I still have to water the plants and it's already getting dark, and I'm just gonna See you guys on the next Kyoshin Karate training. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and also put the look at. Do you hear that? Do you hear that sound? I don't know what that sound is. If you guys know a lot about animals, let me know in the comments down below what kind of sound is that. It sounds like a fast drumming of bamboo. You know, like. But the one that's getting tapped is like a bamboo, like. So yeah, I was quite curious about that sound for a while now. It's kind of a little bit intimidating because what if that's a fucking tiger, and well, we could fight a human being, but not a tiger in a hand-to-hand combat. But maybe, you know, if it's life and death, let's make history. And even if we die, then it'll be history. Like, it's like a I'm still standing moment, you know. Anyway, yeah, I'll just wrap up this video now, guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next self-training. Well, tomorrow is gonna be a Kyokushin session, so yeah, I'll see you guys on the next Kyokushin Karate training session. Peace out.